From An Itty Bitty Homestead, and I'm back again. I got a lot of videos to edit, so there's actually more before this. But today I am kind of doing a get caught up, take advantage of some sales, and so right now we're going to dehydrate. And what are we going to dehydrate, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did ask. We're going to dehydrate spinach. My local Safeway store had this 3 for $5, I believe. So good deal. And then this was not on sale, but I'm running low on my dehydrated kale. So everything here is pre-washed and ready to go. And we're just going to load up our trays, and I'm going to prep the kale a little bit. I'll bring you along for some of that. Not all of it, because it's kind of boring. And we'll get dehydrating, okay? All right, so why don't you come in closer and take a look at what I'm doing today. Okay, so tray number 1. We're going to start with the spinach. I'm going to have the kale on the top. That usually takes longer. So I'm going to weed through and pick out any, like this one. Kind of already turning a little bit. Probably just from being pressed in the bag. So, oh, I need to get a cover. Be right back. Okay, so you can use a little half-pint jar. Cover the hole in the middle. Makes it easier to load your trays. And I'm probably going to do, you know, half a bag per tray maybe. Maybe a little less. And I do want these to dry, not cook. I'll need like 2 trays for the kale. It's a little bulkier. Alright, that's tray 1. Put that on the dehydrator. Tray 2. Now, you don't have to use this. These are just little mats that I bought to go with my dehydrator. And I use the Nesco dehydrator. But sometimes the spinach crumbles a little bit, so I'm trying to have as little as possible fall through. Well, you know, I probably don't need this necessarily. You know what? Let's try it without it. I've never done it without it before, but let's give it a shot, right? Only live once. And if it falls through, no biggie. I can even have spinach and kale mixed. I absolutely love dehydrated spinach and kale. Add it to everything. Soups, stews, salads. Yes, salads. I just try to rehydrate it a little bit with the salad dressing. So, works out quite nicely. Season foods with it. Okay. There we go. Next tray. Yeah, I try not to wait till I'm out. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and finish loading these trays, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm starting on the kale. Okay, so got my 6 trays of spinach. Now I'm working on the kale, and all I'm doing to the kale is if it has a bigger stalk on here, I'm just pulling the leaves off of that. I probably should use the grates. I think I'm going to. Hold on a sec. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right. So if they're thin, little thin stalks, I don't worry about them. But I don't like the bigger ones because they're a little bit woody when you cook them. And if you don't cook them all the way, then, yeah, just not good. So, yeah, I mean, like that's a pretty healthy stem. But, you know, like this one's okay. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing now for the next little tiny bit. Hopefully Hopefully there's not a whole bunch of big ones. This will go a lot faster. Absolutely adore dried kale. I don't make kale chips. I haven't tried that yet. Don't know if I would even like them. I mean, okay, I'll tell you about. I have tried, but I don't think I like them. So, anyway, all right. All right, this is really boring, and so that you guys maybe will stick around to the end, I'm going to stop, and I will bring you all back when I got all this kale done. Cleaned up. Now I'm going to plug it in, and I am going to set it for fruits and vegetables, 135. Okay, on 135. And this will probably go, oh, I don't know, maybe 6 hours. So I'll come back and check it in about 4 hours and give the trays a good rotate. So, all right, I will see you guys when this is all done. Just that better? So my dehydrated spinach is done. See, it's crumbling apart. Now this has been sitting unplugged since early this morning. It took about 12 hours to really dry. Well, maybe it didn't take that long, but it wasn't done when I went to bed last night. So I rotated all the trays, flipped some of the spinach over. It almost feels like it could go a little more, but it's falling apart. So what I'm going to do now is carefully try and get it off the trays and onto this parchment paper. And if I feel any that feel like they need to go back under the heat, I'll just do that. So this feels good. Okay. Something I like about doing spinach and kale is it really doesn't stink up the house. I think some things can. So I'm going to transfer these into quart jars. Then I'm going to put an oxygen remover in them, and I'm going to seal the lids with my Food Saver vacuum. I try not to crush these too much, because sometimes I like the effect of the, like a whole leaf when I'm cooking. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? No. Alright, to get these in the bag and into the jar. Ah. Oh, jam! Yep, it's all dry. So it looks like I can do 3 trays, so that should take care of all of it. Okay, so there's one. Then we'll go into the kitchen. So I'm going to do the next one, and then we'll go into the kitchen to finish. Alright, so these are going to be a little overkill on the oxygen remover, but it's what I have out right now and what's open. So, fit. So these are 500 cc. Usually I use these on much bigger containers, like a gallon, half-gallon jar. or my really big Mylar. But you'll have to do. Okay. There we go. Now, small lid, regular lid. Wide mouth. Okay. So, you need these in order to vacuum seal jars. And I'm not pulling out my food saver, but I'm using my fresh saver. Handy little thing off of Amazon. Come in different colors. I think red, white, maybe black. Now you listen for the tone change. Okay, so as you can see, that one is sealed. Now what I like to do is I like to leave them sitting out on the counter for at least 24 hours. Keep checking the seal. If the seal breaks, then I try again. Maybe a different lid. Then otherwise I'll pull out my food saver, which is definitely stronger. Hear the changes? Spinach. Okay, this is kale. All right. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to set this one aside for now. Just put a ring on it. It tells me it's not vacuum sealed, and I will work on that one later. But anyway, all right. Thank you all for stopping by. Oops, let me get you out of the sun, out of the light there. And watching my video on dehydrating spinach and kale, fresh spinach and kale. They're going to go into my pantry tomorrow or the next day after I make sure the seals stay. And so I got 2 quarts of, spinach and a quart and a pint. Pardon me, a quart and a pint of kale. So that's going to be a nice addition to my pantry. All right. Well, I got lots of other projects I am going to be recording today, and I'll bring you guys along for the journey. All right, stay tuned. Don't forget, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Click that little subscribe button right down there or there, wherever it is. Come on, I know you can find it. It's right down. One of the two. Not hard to miss. Just click it. Click it. Leave a comment below if there's something you'd like to see that I haven't already done. All right, and I will give it a whirl. Thanks. Bye.